What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, boo. Hey, what's up, Shauna? I saw you was in here early, girl. Shauna, hey, Patty Duke. How you guys doing? So, thank you guys for coming through. We are going to have a little bit of reality talk tonight. We're going to be talking about just a couple of the we're just gonna let the conversation flow. We're gonna be talking about some of the different reality shows. I feel like we're gonna probably spend a lot of time on one show in particular, but I want to make it all about that particular show. So we're going to just kind of bounce it around a little bit. I have a few people with me tonight. So I'm going to bring everybody up one at a time so I can introduce everybody to you guys because some people are new. So first and foremost, let me partner in crime, Miss Abby. Last time I had Abby up here, I ain't let her do a lot of talking. I got a little excitable.
Wiley with your bitch ass.
Got a little excitable, but we're gonna let Abby talk tonight. So, and then we have my boy, yes, BTV.
Y'all know what's up, everybody?
A couple of times before, so we got him on here to talk a little reality TV tonight. And then we have somebody that's going to be new to the panel. I know who y'all expecting to see, but we got somebody a little different up here tonight that's going to join us. She's a YouTuber, but she doesn't do reviews. But she said the next time you guys do a little bit of reality talk, why don't you hit me up? So here we go. Miss BB Nice is in the house.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey.
Yep. So it's just a Friday night. We just kicking it. Now I know, yes, B, I know you work, so I know you're not gonna be able to hang with us for long. But I saw your review earlier. You pushed out your review. You were like, "Look, I'm going to get a girls this review because I'm about to take me a good slumber."
Girl, I was so tired. I didn't even mean for that video to take that long because when I get to blabbering, I'm exhausted, child.
Right. yes. So we're talking about chasing. When do you have to leave? Yes, V.
Oh, I got a good hour and a half.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, because I didn't want to take up, I don't want to take up all your time up or whatever. So now I was saying we could just bounce around a few other shows, but Abby, I don't think you really watched the other shows too tough. Yes,
which ones?
The Love and Hip Hop sort of.
You
watch them, okay?
I'm down.
You watch any of the Love and Hip Hop or the Real Housewives or anything like that?
I don't watch the Real Housewives. I haven't. Well, no, I haven't watched any season. But Love and Hip Hop, Miami, New York, and Chasing.
Oh. Yeah. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's touch a little bit on the Love and Hip Hop, New York, and then we can head on down to Miami, and then we can hit across a little bit, and we can end up with a little bit of Chasing Dallas. Okay.
All right.
So Love and Hip Hop New York, the big storylines this season is that they bringing the old back to the new. It's season 10. And what I've noticed with a lot of these reality shows is when they hit these milestone seasons, they try to give us a little something. So for season 10 of the Love and Hip Hop New York, it looks like they went back and said, okay, let's reach back and let's bring it forward. So we have Tahiri. They brought back Joe Budden last season. We have Tahiri, we have Chrissy, and was it somebody else that they brought back, or is it just the two of them? Oh, Erica Mena, but she came back with Safari. So now we know Erica and Safari's big storyline is that they done fell in love, got married, honey. Tahiri's big storyline is they're trying to create this love triangle between her, Sin, and Joe, which is falling so. It's just, I don't know about y'all, but it ain't really working for me.
And then I stopped watching.
Right. Then we have Chrissy, Yandy, and Kimbella, that whole little thing. So let me start with, how do you guys feel? I'm gonna start with the least interesting one, which is the Tahiri, Sin, Joe Budden storyline. I'm gonna start with you, BB Nice, since you are guest. Yes, B is. Well, how you feel about that? I mean, you feel like it's really, what you feel like it's given?
Well, I honestly feel like Joe never stopped being Tahiri's friend. I think they always was friendly. I think once him and Santana That's her last name, right? What's her first name?
Sin.
Okay. Once him and Sin knew that it was a wrap for them, he kind of started visiting his old friends. And Tahiri was one of his old friends. And to me, I really think that Sin was just way too young for him. Like, Joe is kind of washed up. He ain't into screwing every night and all that little fun stuff that Sin is into. And I just think that was just a disaster waiting to happen. That's just my opinion. Everything is cute when it's new.
Right?
That's true.
Well,
it is. That's true. Abby, how you feeling about that storyline?
Okay, let's start here. It's all fake. Joe and Sin never actually broke up. All of this is just for the show.
That part.
You don't think they ever? You don't think they actually broke up?
No, they didn't. Because if you listen to him talk, if you listen to his podcast and listen to him talk, none of that is real. Absolutely none of that is real. Him and Sin never broke up. None of that.
So you think they still together?
So he specifically,
we know this. Well,
let me say this. Well, let me ask you this: did he specifically say that, or he just talks too much and he's giving it away?
He talks too much and he's giving it away.
Okay, got you. Because I'm about to say, they can't just be telling all of that. They sign, NDAs and stuff. They can't just be telling all their business. Okay.
And first of all, BB Nice, I take offense to you saying Joe is washed up. I'm older than Joe.
Well, I shouldn't say that because honestly, I'm older than Joe. So if I'm saying that about him, you feel like I'm saying about myself. What I mean is, I think Sin, because I just looked at their chemistry last season, and Sin was like a rabbit. And Joe was just like, chill, let's make the money. Like, he wasn't really into it like she was. So I looked at it as him being older, that, I'm not saying he don't like to get down, but maybe not as much as she do.
Right. And like you were saying before, everything is good when it's new. So probably when it was new, they probably were getting it in like rabbits. But at a certain point, he was like, all right, I'm good. Especially after you didn't have a baby. And he like, all right, look, also the thing with Joe is, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but things have really been popping off with Joe these last couple of years as well. Like he went from needing Love and Hip Hop to Love and Hip Hop needing him. You know what I mean?
Right.
So now I know you haven't been keeping up. Yes, B, but just that whole vibe, like, what's your first impressions? What's given about the vibe and all of that?
Well, one of the first things that I really never really too much liked about Love and Hip Hop too much as a whole, especially with New York, is the mentality of some of these men and how they're still stuck in the old ways of thinking as it pertains to them being in relationships with these girls. You just go back, Amina Butterfly and her relationship with old boy. Then you got again what we're talking about now with Sin and Joe Budden, and it's just like your claim to fame is your baby daddy, honey. When are you girls gonna go ahead and make a name for yourself? You know what I'm saying? And stop trying to act like y'all don't love each other no more. I agree with Abby. Most of this is probably scripted and it's all fake. And we know as soon as it happens, y'all gonna be just like that old Trick Daddy song. You're gonna be jumping on the dick, honey. It's hard to. That's one of the reasons it's hard for me to just keep up like that, because it's just like these storylines may seem different, but if you look at every franchise, they kind of follow that same formula, so it's almost predictable at this point.
Right.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you.
I'm sorry. I was responding to Louise's comment. He's retired. So what career? He doesn't have a music career other than being a mouthpiece.
And even though I don't too much care for Joe Budden like that, the mouthpiece though extends.
It is.
It extends. And because of some of the problematic things that come out of his mouth, people tend to always replay his stuff. So, even though that we don't too much care for the chauvinistic pig that he is, his mouthpiece extends pretty far and wide, and I think that says a lot about the following, but that's why I don't.
Well, we know. I mean, he's a shock jock. I mean, he's a shock jock. So how much of it do we really believe he's a shock jock?
Charlemagne, most people entertain.
So Okay, now I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I sort of believed the whole storyline until the season started, and we couldn't get a clear version of what actually happened. You found pictures on his phone. Did he really cheat? Didn't he cheat? Like that was so convoluted, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the next storyline. Let's go to let's just go on and talk about this Chrissy Yandy Kimbella thing. Okay, hold on, y'all. We got somebody else coming in here.
The way you said somebody else, like I ain't shit. Ooh.
Oh, here we go.
Hey,
Daddy, welcome to the
What's
panel.
tea?
You know what? I don't know if I want you on here eating no damn popsicle. I don't know if I want you on here eating a
I
popsicle.
think I'm a popsicle.
I might not get monetized fucking with you.
Ow.
Gotta have my pops.
You so ill, man.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Okay, El Teddy, I don't know if have you met Yes B before? Have y'all been on here together before? I don't think y'all have, but
I don't know if we've been
No.
on here together, but I've seen him on your platform.
Okay. Well, we
Hey.
we sort of recruited El Teddy into reviewing Chasing Dallas. So, child, he blames us.
Okay.
He blames us. So we'll get to that in a minute, honey. We'll get to that. Okay, so how
Hey,
you,
everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
so, and let me take a pause while we pausing for the cause. Thank you, everybody in the chat. I want to thank you, Miss Belize, girl. You know, Belize for the super chat. I want to thank you, but I want to thank you for being here because when I tell y'all that Belize had me, she was everything last week with her shit in the comments, honey. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Who was in the chat. El Teddy, just to get you caught up, we decided we were going to start with Love and Hip Hop New York. Then we were going to take the train down to Miami. Then we were going to take a quick flight on over to Dallas. Okay. So we are talking about season 1 coming back. So we're going to talk about the storyline right now of the Kimbella Chrissy Yandy storyline. I'll start with you since you just came on in. How's that storyline hitting you? Do you care? Are you liking it? Are you believing it? Who do you think it's old? What do you think? What's up?
First of all, y'all already know if you see my reviews, I do not see it for Chrissy at all. I ain't seen it for Chrissy when she was on before. I never liked her or her mole. Her and the mole.
Mole.
Girl.
I do not see it for her. And we'll go down even further in my estimation. As much as I don't like Chrissy, at least Chrissy is Chrissy. I know Chrissy is Chrissy. But that whore, Kimbella, can go somewhere and rot. That is the one who I really can't stand. Because it's nowhere in the world you're not going to drag me on national television like that. There's no coming back from getting dragged. There's no coming back, baby. We cannot be in the same room together. I'm sorry. Because every time you see me, it's on site. That's the real on site. Every time we're in the same time zone, I'm driving the 22 hours or whatever I got to drive up that time zone to go drag you. It's no way. And then for her to be trying to use Chrissy to come at Yandy, as mad as she may be as Yandy, or as messed up as Yandy she thinks Yandy might be to her, nothing Yandy has done to her is equal to what Chrissy did to her. I'm just saying. So for her to be aligning with Chrissy just to go at it just is stupid to me. But whatever.
Okay, Abby.
I just want Chrissy to beat up Yandy and lead the show. That's it. That's all. I don't like Yandy.
I like Chrissy. I know that. I like Chrissy.
Bothers me. Like I
don't like no begging ass bitch.
She thinks she better than every. Look, I can get you shut down by my baby daddy if I want to. Listen, sis. Nobody cares. Nobody cares for you in that cheetah print and Pink Panther sash that you had on at the mayor's office. No. Nobody cares for that Three Musketeers hat you had on. Nobody cares. Go somewhere and sit down and wait for
One for
Mendices
all.
to get to the halfway house. That's what you do. And then figure out how you going to have this foster child and this felon in the same house. You worry about that. That's what you worry about.
Okay, can we talk about that for a second? First of all, that's bullshit. Anybody who has dealt with children, foster care, felons, those are the types of questions they ask you. Those are the types of things you have to disclose. And your relationship is very public. You're not going to sit here and tell me that conversation hasn't already been had and y'all already know how that's got to work itself out.
I said that on my review, like, y'all are married.
Yeah. Well, no, they're not. Remember, they're not legally married.
And they're not married. She
never
filed
the paperwork. They had the marriage license, but she never filed it. Because now, look, that's the one smart thing Yandy did do. Yandy said, what you're not going to do is come for my money. Because if he got to pay restitution or any other court fees, what won't nobody do is come and get my money. So when he get out of jail and we get all of this straight, then we can make sure it's legal. But until then, it was a nice ceremony. Boo, I see you in 5 years.
But my thing about it is, there's no way in the world you make me believe that you sitting in front of Mandisi's mom trying to figure out whether or not he could stay with you.
And wait a minute, you mean to tell me Mendices ain't called his own damn mama and tell his mama he was coming home? Like, come on, y'all.
And his mother starting crap again. Thomas, I know you ain't gonna pick the foster kid better, in more ways than one. She is so messy.
But you can go ahead and put Mona Scott Young can go ahead and put him in one of those rented Airbnbs that they serve the girls every season.
Okay.
Until he gets off his little probation thing.
This house that Mendices has, so
Mendices' mom never saw for the foster child. Remember last season, she wasn't feeling that whole situation. She
sure wasn't. Mm-mm.
But Mendices' mom has been a mess ever since she's been on the show. She's a whole. I will push her down the stairs. See,
we do anything for clout.
Better than me, honey. Baby, we'll be walking down the stairs, and when I tell you I bump her ass real fast, like
what was that movie, Showgirls? Who's that movie, Showgirls?
Yeah,
Showgirls, honey. Yeah, that was my shit.
Get that good shoulder.
Is that Scooter Buddha?
It is.
Hey, Scooter Buddha.
Yeah.
Yeah, as dumb as Yandy is in a lot of situations, I do give her props for some of her business, mind frame that she has going into certain things. But if you're gonna go into taking a foster kid, you need to decide right then and there. I'm not really abreast of the situation, but I'll just speak on it real quick. You're taking in a foster kid who has all this trauma and all these things going on in their life. If you want to do it, do it. Fuck him. What's to say when he get out, he ain't gonna do the same thing over and over again. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to do it, then let that child go to someone who's actually going to try to be there for that kid. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing about it is, can we talk about while Yandy is a great business mind, Chrissy has to be the polar freaking opposite. Because
yes,
there's no way in the world
when your husband
you want to call yourself a real estate guru mogul, but you don't have no idea what's going on with stuff with your name on it, girl. If you don't sit your ass the fuck down,
yes.
Who's the real estate mogul?
Those ladies
Chrissy
that set up in that meeting,
real estate mogul, honey.
Those ladies that set up in that meeting, I think that was edited because there's no way they set up in that meeting and believed her, listened to her tears, because when you have kind of money involved, I don't care about your tears, baby. My money is involved, so you can cry blood.
Listen. Those women were there for that $50 gift card they were promised on the way out. Okay, on the way out.
That Mona gives out.
Okay, they were there for $50 gift card. Them women ain't a bit more invest in no millionaire.
None of them are part of that thing anyway. I don't think none of them really. That's not the real people. That's a part of that little whatever.
Yeah, that was TV right there.
So
say she do.
Go ahead.
Say she does real estate.
That's what she said down in Miami, honey.
Oh well, she need to find some aid that mole.
She don't do real estate in Miami. She don't do no real estate, not in no damn Miami. Miami is way too expensive.
Did she get married?
Like when they chartered that private jet to go from New York to Philadelphia, I said it took them longer to get on that private jet than it takes to drive from New York to Philadelphia. Like, stop playing with me. Anyway, whatever. All right, real quick, let's take a pause for the calls. Let me get a couple of comments out the chat. Right, LQ says it doesn't make sense. You can't even get assistance, government assistance with the felon in the house, let alone a kid. I caught a whiff of Judy, and this was a good one. Lil Baby said I caught a whiff of Judy shit too, because she doesn't want him at her house either. Because she was like, "Well, where he gonna live if he don't live?" Oh, okay. Brianna said the adopted child is like in junior high school, so give her 2 years, go away to college, and then Mendices can move back in. He ain't been there in 5 years anyway. It won't matter. Y'all know what? Y'all cutting up in this chat too, okay?
They ain't wrong. They are not wrong.
I would rather put money under my mattress than give it to Chrissy. Lord have mercy. Woo! Okay. Mogul. This is Belize's finest. Mogul bitch wear.
Moguls don't do reality TV like that unless they're on Shark Tank, honey.
Yeah, and the reality is Mendices is in a halfway house. That's what I heard. I heard that he is out, but he's in a.
But the little guy, what's his name, Greg or whatever the guy name that she supposedly worked with, he look like he's in the EBT welfare line himself. I mean, I don't buy his story either. I don't buy him either.
Okay.
Yes, honey.
All right. The next little storyline that we were going to talk about, the old to new storyline, is the Erica Mena, Safari, Rich Dollars. I guess that's what that arc is supposed to be. Sin, whatever. So it seems like Erica Mena and Safari had some issues getting on the same page here. What are we feeling about? Wait a minute, hold on. I start with who. Well, yes, B. Only reason why I haven't started with you because you told me you were a little behind. That's why I haven't been started with you. All right, I'm gonna go back to BB Nice then. I'll go ahead with BB Nice. Not that welfare scene.
I don't even know where to start with this nonsense.
The way you took a breath.
She's like, I don't even know where to start with this shit.
Yeah, because Erica need to sit her butt down. She lucky somebody is really tolerating her nonsense, okay? She done screwed all the boys, and now she want to control who he can talk to,
and a couple of the girls.
And girls, yeah. And now she mad because everybody is making up, and she want everybody to be still screw-faced like her. Erica, sit down, okay? She controlled the crap out of Safari. Safari gonna get tired of that. That's why, to me, this was a mercy marriage because he already got caught cheating.
Hashtag mercy marriage. Yes. Hashtag
okay, I like that.
Mercy marriage.
Yes. Hashtag mercy marriage. I like that one. Okay. I like that.
He's such a simple liar. Like, come on now. If he lied about that stupid crap, how much other lies he done told this girl? Girl, bye.
The lie he tells about his hairline. If he'll lie about his hairline, he'll lie about anything.
Well, no, he did come out and tell that he did when they did the Love Hip Hop Hollywood after.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I remember that.
He did come out and say,
but that was after
he got caught.
Nicki Minaj aired him out already. She had already put it out there, and then he had to kind of be like, "Yeah, okay, yeah."
And then she's just a gluttonous whore. She's been with everybody, but you want to trip on somebody for being a mess too. Like, come on now, everybody. You can't do that.
In my estimation, they are passing around the same venereal disease, amongst each other. That's just a circle of BB. A circle of BB.
Yes. Are they there? Are they still there?
Between Sin, Safari, Erica, and Joe Button. Erica is $8.
Rich Dollars.
Listen, you heard it here first. There's going to be a new STD or STI, and Erica Mena is Agent Zero. Okay? You heard it here first. She's Agent fucking Zero. I'm telling you.
Virus.
They just passing it around.
Yes.
The Mena virus.
Okay.
And listen, let me say this.
Oh God, can I stop you?
I don't know what that young lady has downstairs in that good cooch for all of them to be going that crazy about her, because I don't see it.
Witchcraft.
I do not see it.
Not
But are
witchcraft.
they really going crazy
Witchcraft
though?
and wizardry. Jesus.
I just don't. Now, Safari, on the other hand,
But why can't? But obviously, it's
There's a
not
lot
good
going on.
witchcraft.
I see that.
But did they really all go crazy, or did they just pass her along?
She was a pass through. She was a run through, honey. Let me tell you, because if her box was that good, she'd be with multi-millionaires, not some washed up has-beens.
And don't stop. And
Whose only claims to fame are dick pics, honey, on Fridays. Hello, God.
and it didn't stop at Love and Hip Hop. Like, who was her baby father? Wasn't she with Bow Wow? Like, she gets around, honey.
She
But she gets around the trailer part. She gets around the trailer part.
Agent Zero. She's Agent Zero. Y'all heard it here first. That new venereal disease, that new STD, STI, she's Agent Zero.
Oh, yeah. Lord. So, okay. So, all right. Well, that's Love and Hip Hop New York, y'all. Let's go on and get on the bus. Let's go on and head on down to Miami.
Don't talk about my city like that.
Look.
I didn't even say it.
I said why Trick Daddy couldn't hold out for 1 week before he got in trouble. He had that radio job for 1 week.
He had one thing to do. Stay out of trouble.
But we knew that. See, everybody in Miami, we knew when they announced that. Because see, what happened was there's three main, but the two original main radio stations in Miami is 99 Jams and Hot 105. Mm-hmm. Tom joined the morning show would come on Hot 105, and Ricky Smiley's show would come on 99 Jams. So when Ricky Smiley took over the Tom during the morning show this year,
he had the
Hot 105, and that left 99 Jams now with the void, because that's where Ricky Smiley was. So they decided that they were going to do this whole thing, have the local, Miami people do this. But everybody knew maybe you can count a little bit on Trina, but I can't count on Trick Daddy to use the bathroom when he need to. He probably still got plastic on his mattress because he forget to get up and use the bathroom. You can't
I just have one question, because I just don't understand. Like, is there not any more poster children for Miami? Why Trick and Trina? Like, did they sing anything after Taking to the House?
You have Luke, you got Rick Ross, you got Trick and Trina. But the thing about
Kid Fury.
Sorry.
Who? I said Kid Fury. From the Reed.
You got city girls.
Live down there though.
But no, what I'm saying is, for the national public, there's a lot more Miami people. But for Miami people, when you come to Miami, Trick and Trina are the respectable people in Miami. Really don't respect Rick Ross like that, because Rick Ross was a fraud and a liar. He tried to say like he was this thug, and you was a correctional officer arresting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Flow Rider, but Flow Rider is not from the city. Flow Rider from Carroll City,
like Tampa.
Because I was just asking, because last season when they left off, I just remember them in a gym that wasn't even crowded, singing "Take It to the House," and I was like, okay, are we going to do better this year? I don't know. I was just asking. I was curious.
The problem was with that whole thing, nobody knew about that, and Mona got her little extras that she gave the Pop Secret coupons.
Even worse.
But the thing about it is, you can't control Miami people. And Mona needs to be able to have control. You get all of them thugs and goons in one place at one time.
It won't be a show. It won't be a show, huh?
You better have, bulletproof vests and all kind of stuff. Now, we don't play them games down in Miami, honey. They don't play them. To be able to control it. So that's why it was.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, before we keep going with that, I'm gonna address Shawnette. you know what? We'll get to that storyline next time we talk about Love and Hip Hop New York. I want to try to be able to hit it all. We can't talk about every storyline, and I also want to wait and see this storyline unravel a little bit more. Talking about pressure, and because I want to see what this whole deal is.
With look like his junk stink.
He
look
like
he
don't know how to wash his balls.
Well,
he look like he has ball gravy.
Well, Jaded Nerd, shouts out to my baby bro, Jaded Nerd. He's going to be pressure made it to his Reading Rainbow. So we're going to have to see what that's all about. So, but we'll talk about it next time we convene. But I wanted to just kind of do the old to new storylines. But okay, so let's talk. All right, so we talked about the Trick or Trina thingy. Let's talk about the Trina. Let's talk about the Trina Julian storyline with the whole. Now, how much of that?
Jillian or Julian?
Who was Jillian?
Yeah, I was like, wait,
Jillian. I mean, because he does give me. He's one of the girls. He does give me that.
Is that the one that stole the money?
Don't try to stick no middle finger at us. Everybody heard.
Y'all know who I'm talking about. Her thieving ass manager.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
We all heard.
Okay, got you.
Anyway, like I was saying.
I said the man that stole the money. I thought
you know
the no-name girl who tried to pick a fight with her at the club. That's her name was. I thought her name was Jillian.
Oh no, her name is naturally
Nikki Natural. Nikki Natural.
Nobody knows her. Nobody knows
her, and no one. More importantly, no one cares because let's be clear. If that was not, here's how you know that was some bullshit. Because y'all know, like I know, if that woman had gotten Trina face for real and tried to snatch a microphone out of Trina's hand for real, he would have got drugged from one end of that.
I saw that clip.
With Joy standing there,
right?
Oh, that woman got drugged from one side of that club to the other. That's how you knew that was all storyline.
The thing about it is, I know my first cousin is very close friends with Joy. Her and Joy go hang out all the time, right? They like damn their best friend. So I've seen Joy a lot of time. Joy likes to fight, and baby would have gotten drugged. Joy,
that's what I'm saying.
They 2 pieces apart. You blink at them, they ready to windmill. Literally, so baby, they'll play around. That's why I'm like, Mona girl.
But that's why I say
Julian.
I'm surprised if the cameras weren't there, they probably would have jumped that girl and got her ass whipped. So that's how we roll in Florida, baby. That's how we roll in Florida. We don't play that. That's why we're.
Before Trina would have got a chance to get to her, the other girl that was with her would have drugged her. And
if her good Judies were with her, they would have beat that girl's ass.
Exactly. I'm telling you, in Miami, people don't play around by Trina in Miami. That's just how baby, you will get all your edges snatched off. All of them.
Right. And she was able to go to the DJ and get Trina's mic cut. Ain't no way in hell. Like, there was just no way that none of that would have went down. Like, none of that would have happened. So we know that legitimately there were some issues with Trina's album. We know that producers were saying they weren't getting paid. We know that her album got pulled. So how much of what's going on with that storyline do y'all think is legit? And how much of it is maybe fabricated to try to explain her album flopping and making it look like? How much of do y'all believe?
I don't think.
I believe that might be true. And that's
I think in terms of for Amara, I don't think it matters, but because even if it's not true, but that rumor is out there like that, that's not good for her career.
Right, because now she tainted fruit for fooling with him. Now everybody looking at her crazy.
And then Amara is just not convinced because whatever he doing for her is not the same story Trina has.
Well, remember last season with what was her name? The comedian that was on there last season, the comedian that was trying to be a rapper or a singer.
Haitian girl.
The Haitian girl.
Yeah. Jessie Wu or something like that.
Jessie Wu. Remember, Jessie Wu told her the same thing. Jessie Wu, because he was her manager. And remember, she tried to warn Amara last year about him as well. And Amara was like, she's just hating because my career is blowing up, blah, 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 blah. So this is the second person who publicly we know of has told her about this man.
That's
so
true.
she can act like she's so disappointed and surprised because she tried to tell you last year that this dude wasn't all that he was presenting himself to be. So I don't know. I don't know. So okay, so we kind of already touched on Amara Ledegre. Now how y'all feel about this boyfriend Amara has? I don't trust him. I don't trust something about him.
I just want to know how big it is because that would determine whether or not this is real or not.
Because she moved to in a couple of months, she said. A couple? That's 2, 3 times. She moved in men.
So it must be big. He must be laying it down, honey.
Yes. Because she forgot mama was there and everything. Shit.
Why is her mama still with her?
That was disrespectful. I mean, I don't care to me, storyline or not. That was disrespectful.
Why her mama still with her?
Why is her mama? She couldn't build her mama a little guest house out back. Girl, go stay in the back of something. But
she didn't care. What I'm saying, she didn't care.
No, she didn't. Amara, but you know what though? In real life, Amara is one of those people, and we have all dated mama's boys, mama's girls, whatever. Amara is a package deal, and she has said that. She has said that anybody that she date is just gonna have to deal with the fact that she is a package deal, honey.
I believe what Mercedes Boykin saying. She just like his sister.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something about Shay. It's just something about him now. Now, I don't know if that's legitimately her brother, but I know last year when she had to go to the hospital, he was the one that was with her last year. So we have seen him on the show before as her brother. So I don't know if legit, like they came from the same mama and daddy brother, or if they just, I don't know. But he has been
alike. They do look alike. So I do believe that they are, but to me, I can see they do look alike. Like they came out the same cooch.
Yeah, they do. They do. So, all right, because we really haven't gotten a whole lot more. Are we missing anybody? Like I like Chaotic, but I did get a chance to see him in the studio. But are we missing Prince? Are we missing? I mean, are we missing anybody that's not there?
I'm mad Prince isn't back. I liked Prince on there. He kept the drama up. He kept, you know, the foolery. I was here for Prince at all of his tomfoolery. I'm here for Bobby. If I had to pick between Prince and Bobby, give me Prince.
He does way too
much. I can't with Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby is just way too goddamn much.
Did you see him when he was talking about Julian? Because it's going to be a problem. That ain't none of, no parts of that is your money. No parts.
Right.
I mean, he's over there getting all verklempt.
Right.
Not for me.
Yeah. Oh my God. He really was doing too much. Prince was corny, but I do agree with El Teddy that he brought something to that storyline. But I think the biggest thing for him was the whole, is he gay? Isn't he gay?
He's cute.
He's
cute. He's good to look at.
And
he brought like a playfulness, a youthfulness to the show that I kind of like. You know, you got a lot of veterans in that, especially the first, 2 seasons of it.
And his peen pics have been passed around a couple places, but you got to look. You won't find them on the internet like that. You got to look in Miami, and it's all right. It's all right. Judge your
He looked like he wanted a nice little peace thing.
Yes, B. Let me apologize. BB Nice already knows. With El Teddy, all roads lead back to the P.
We already know. BB Nice.
I think BB Nice knows. I was apologizing to Yes B, not BB Nice. She knows.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all good, honey.
But all roads lead back to the P when it comes to El Teddy. So I just gotta let you know.
There was a lot of judgment there.
Hey, I have some commentary now where I get a little nasty with my words too now.
Oh, we know because we caught that in your review for Chasing Dallas. Now I caught a few little.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because look, he was talking about Rock like you was talking about Rock, El Teddy. So anyway.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Well, you know what? She's right. We forgot that Chaotic beat up Prince. Like, didn't he beat him up like in real life? Like they really did.
No, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So that might
Prince
be
ain't no fighter, child. He ain't about that life.
The thing about it is, Prince is not real Miami. Prince ain't real.
Right.
Chaotic is real Miami boy. Like if you want to
Listen
know
to the name.
Miami boy is like, it's Chaotic. Chaotic.
Listen to the name, Chaotic. He gonna whoop your ass. He gonna whoop French ass.
This why people would believe. She said, Bobby O, Sesame Street, Clayface irks me. See, that's why I can't fool with her.
And them big old teeth, honey. Them new teeth them people done got, they is huge.
She's just extra. She's too much.
She does way too much. All right, you guys. Give me a... What?
They big. I mean, Trina's look nice now, but last year they were so protruding. I'm like, my God, veneers. Come through.
Yeah.
Honey.
She might have been in between a procedure. They weren't finished yet.
Yeah.
Now you got to get this procedure done, and right. Chaotic is classic Miami boy. He is. I like Chaotic. Chaotic was so funny to me. I really did like Chaotic. He was a lot. Abby is in charge. I'll be right back in about 3 minutes. But Abby is in charge. You take care, El Teddy. You in charge. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
Wait, what?
How the hell did I get put in charge?
Abby is in charge of the girls. Who's in charge of the girls?
Yes.
See how this goes. You trying to keep me in check? You see how this goes?
He ain't got no storyline. What is his storyline? Bobby.
His music's not selling.
What's
He's
his
not
purpose?
really doing much. His only purpose is going to the red. His only purpose is running the red carpet in search of Lil Nas X. Like, he's just a hot man.
Turned him down.
Yeah, curved the shit out of him. By the way.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. That was really embarrassing.
Even on my timeline in Instagram, every time I see Lil Nas X post something, you see
the whole time. Turn him down and not on TV.
Oh no, who? Lil Nas X?
The boy that got beat up and Bobby. We talk about something else. I don't know because I'm just throwing out shit because I can't hear you. Yes, bitch. So
you can't hear
me.
What? You got to get a real computer.
Can you hear me? Y'all can hear me though, right?
Yes, we can.
Get off my iPad.
I
can hear everybody else. I just can't hear him. I'm gonna leave and come back and see if that fixes it. Really, B, are you back?
I'm back. Are you back?
Okay, so I'm gonna leave and come back because I can't hear Yes, bitch.
Okay. So did we talk about Miss Jocelyn Hernandez making her great return?
No. Can we talk about her boyfriend, Ballistic Beats? He's kind of cute.
He is cute.
He is cute.
I can dig him. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
So do we think that Jocelyn did this whole speech about, she's a changed woman and she was in Atlanta and she really was.
Do we still down with the flower power? Trust me. All four of them. All four. Well, I don't know about Trina. I ain't gonna throw Trina. But I know they down with the flower power.
Oh yeah. But see, the thing about it is nobody buys this whole thing about Jocelyn being changed and all of that. Baby, changed what? Did you change your drawers? That's about it. Because baby, you ain't changed nothing about who you are. Nothing.
She's also on the thing. Like she has come back to reality TV with the force because they also did Marriage Boot Camp. That starts up next month, and she's got her Jocelyn's Cabaret show that's going to be coming on WeTV, I believe.
Which is a front to sluttery.
Well, that's
sex trafficking, if you ask me.
Well, well, that's the deal that she had brokered when she first left Love and Hip Hop, and Mona Scott blocked it, and I guess they finally just got everything cleared. I don't know.
She's y'all let that. The only thing ordering her steps is the coke lines that she's following behind.
Right.
Wow.
Allegedly.
And that show, I saw a brief. Oh yeah, allegedly. My bad. I know, girl. I got no money either.
Come on, coke line.
Child. They can come for it because they ain't gonna get nothing. All they're gonna get is this debt. They're gonna get that debt.
Look, they can have that.
My problem with her is I saw briefly a little bit of the interview.
The Cabaret show is on Zeus TV. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the reason I really couldn't mess with her too much, I saw a little bit of that interview she did on the Breakfast Club where she was just laughing at the idea of pimps and hoes. Like, girl, you're laughing at that? I can't take that girl seriously, never have. And again, like I said, when cocaine lines are ordering her steps, you can't trust someone like that. I don't trust her.
Steps.
You're laughing at these girls in their situation, basically, in my opinion. You're putting prostitution on this grand scale, this pimpery on a grand scale. Honey, we don't live in the old days no more, where all that stuff is celebrated. Sex trafficking is a big problem right now, and it's happening by way of stripping, by way of obvious prostitution. Like, come on now, girl.
I think she's going to bring some excitement to it, though, because if she's nothing else, she's drama. So she'll bring something to Miami.
That's true.
I think Mona is going to regret bringing her back.
Mona not. Mona ain't going to regret not with the ratings.
No, she's not. She's not going to fight Trina.
I'm just
as long as that's coming, girl. As long as they're getting that shmoney, honey. Mona Scott Young probably is the one who did everything to bring the girl back and probably helped her get that show. As long as she gets her hand in the pot.
Enjoy the money, but I think she's going to. I think she's going to enjoy the money. But I think she's going to regret bringing her back. I mean, that's just me, but okay.
Because when Jocelyn snorts up all of the money and turns into the crazy person she was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, she's gonna go revert right back to the old demon bitch slut that she was before.
I think Trick is going to teach her how to do it discreetly, though.
Not with him getting
how he gonna teach somebody? He too busy getting DUIs and letting someone fuck up his hair.
Haircut, honey.
Child, he need to put a do-rag on that thing, honey. He need to do something, because I don't know what that was.
A mess is what it was. A damn mess.
Child.
But I don't play with Trick, because we all know who he used to be, child. Sorry, Trick.
Abby, we got some trolls in the house?
You did. They've been gathered.
Okay, appreciate that. All right. I appreciate that. Okay. All right, cool. That's why I love my moderators, honey. She do double duty. She don't even be, and she do it in stride, honey.
Yeah.
She be rolling.
Girl, let me tell you, I've seen y'all everywhere. I'm like, child, y'all be just killing it. I've been seeing y'all everywhere moderating other people's channels. I was like, wow.
No, they be Martin, child. They be Martin.
Yeah.
I
can't even do it all in sake. I really be knowing.
But y'all like the shield, honey.
I have to be in the bushes, sniping from the bushes. Every will be on camera and sniping at the same time. Baby, I have to take the hoes out.
I mean,
multitasking, honey. Just queen of multitasking, I tell you.
I got fired. I thought I was, but
Child.
Anyway,
yeah, be a stupid motherfucker get fired on your day off.
Right, you get fired on your day off.
Hey, that happened to me once. Come on, that shit hurts.
I'm sorry.
That happened, girl. It was a Friday. I felt like Craig, girl. I was like, oh my God, it's a Friday. And I got fired on my vacation.
Damn. They were like, just don't.
Yes.
They was like, you don't have to come back. You good.
And to make it worse, they didn't mean to fire me. They mixed me up with someone else. But when they corrected the situation, they stood firm in their word anyway, child.
At least they had the common courtesy to tell you they do you like they did Milton on Office Space. Moving the around.
Oh my Lord.
Long as you take my stapler, we all right.
Well, you know what? That actually happened to me one time as well. I had a principal and she had to cut positions. And so she was trying to cut the other social studies teacher. But what she didn't realize was, because it went by seniority, and she thought that me and the other social studies teacher had been at the school had been in the system at the same time. We had been at that school for the same amount of time, but she had been in the system longer than me. So when she called herself cutting the person that did, she was like, oh, well, y'all have the same seniority. I'm going to get rid of her and keep you. No, boo-boo. That girl appealed that thing and was like, I've been working in the school system 3 years longer than her. She need to go. I sure did. I said, well, damn. So I done got caught in y'all little tug of war. Okay. But it is what it is, honey. It is what. All right, y'all. Well, let's get in the plane. Let's go on and hit that El Teddy even gonna put us in first class. We headed to his current state. We heading on over to Texas, Dallas to be exact. And so how we feeling about this season so far? Chasing Dallas. What's up? I'll start with Yes B since he hadn't been able to really start before. I'm gonna go ahead and let you get started.
Well, you know what? I agree that this episode was good. I really enjoyed it a lot. They're keeping the cohesion going with the production quality. It's I just need certain things again to make sense to me. I didn't mention certain things in my review just because it already went too long. But just like the reasoning for introducing characters like Rock, the reasoning for introducing certain people to certain situations, even Dior's children, I would like to know more about these people. I know we have many more episodes to go, but are they really going to focus on those particular characters because they're not really adding much to the storyline? But I thought it was a good episode. I mean, the drama continues with George. As much as we don't like George,
Georgina.
Again, the hated
Georgina.
Yes, honey. Miss Birkenstock, honey. She's not. We may not like her, but we have to admit she's being talked about the most. So I think that even though she's not the MVP, she's still being talked about. I'm living for everything. It's again the cohesion with the shade. Even the shade's cohesive enough for me to understand now. Remember last season we couldn't get a handle on nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all talk before I say my piece. Baby Nice, you're our guest this week, and you specifically want to talk about Chasing Dallas. So, what's your overall so far?
Well, last week was a little more interesting than this week. This week was a little slow for me. I'm looking forward to see where it goes. I think I really like all of them. The shade is so thick. It's so thick. I mean, I can't even explain it because it just comes like that. They keep it moving with
fog.
So I do, but I like I love everybody on here really so far. So far, I'm loving everybody. I'm gonna say Trey might be my favorite right now. He's so cute. And when he gave that little thick pic, I was just here for it.
That made me go subscribe. That made me go. Right. Even though you don't like
candied yams, honey.
Even though you don't
Thanksgiving dinner, honey.
Look, okay.
Cranberry sauce and turkey
but I'm
and ham.
Never do that stomach again, and I really need Reese G to. I need him to get a good stylist. Because he is just not giving me nothing when it comes to dressing. I'm sick of it. He too thick in
the funny thing is,
I can't take all
that's his career. That's his career.
Yeah, he's a stylist.
No.
So I mean,
he was a stylist.
That's his career. Isn't it funny how all of the stylists mean stylists?
Yes.
Like, girl.
Another one, because
all of y'all bitches need a fairy godmother, honey.
Oh, not a fairy god.
King Kane is another. He gave us all net last year. He giving us all net this year. I just need something else. You can't keep saying you're a stylist and you keep putting on the same damn thing. If it's not the gloves, it's the shirt. Like what? Come on.
And don't forget the safety pins. Don't forget the stockings with the holes in them.
Yeah, he just. I don't know. They need to chase something else because they're not chasing styles too good for me.
You remember back in the day, in order to be critically acclaimed as like a stylist or a renowned anybody in the designer world, you had to go to school. You had to work up under, be a mentee to someone who held the fashion director label, and like now anybody just calling himself a stylist. I do hair, I dress people, but do you have the actual certification to do so?
Well, Abby, because y'all know El Teddy is going to go on one of his diatribes. So, Abby, go ahead.
Well, wait a minute. We got people who have been going in since they started talking about this, but I'm going on diatribe.
Abby, go ahead, boo.
Okay. So here's the thing. One, Bishop Georgina, I need him to get his story straight. He double talks a lot. 1 second he don't know somebody, but you've been in their DMs and he used to be your neighbor and y'all brought each other cupcakes. So do you know the man or not? I don't understand what's happening. One person you don't know, but you follow them on Instagram and you liking their pictures and you done slid into his DM. Do you know the man or not? Secondly,
All right.
Mercedes, I'll answer that question for you. His name is Rock. I'll answer that question for you, Mercedes.
Abby, are you putting your hair in a bun? Are you putting? Oh damn!
Yes.
But you worried about me?
Go off, daughter. Go off.
So King Kane is delusional. Let's just keep it 100. That nigga is delusional. He is under the mistaken impression that as the first season, he was the star of the show. What show, baby? The show when you're mad? Because not the show that you're on. You've done more in the past 2 episodes than you did the whole last season, baby. You were a non-factor last season. Besides one little skirmish that you had. You were a complete non-factor in all the bullshit that went down last season. So for you to appear this season and now you acting like your name is Regina George for real, boo-boo, that's not what it is. That's not it. That's not what it's going to be. Now, I'm down for your foolery and the fool-la-la because you are entertaining. But what you not going to do is act like you've been that bitch this whole time and we just, no.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No.
We are not to believe our own eyes. Okay.
Absolutely not, sir.
I don't want you to cut me off when it's my turn, really, because I know that
I'm not gonna cut you
all
off.
you going on,
No,
and you
no.
were worried about me.
No.
Well, I didn't know the hair was going in a bun, but you know, look, she let me go off yesterday. I gotta let her go off today.
Right. And there's a reason for
I
that.
never get to go off.
Because when you get called and presented with the facts of what it actually is, you still under this Valentina delusion that you that bitch.
Oh yes,
not what it is.
Yes, he does.
I know
that.
You live in your own fantasy and your own delusion, boo boo, but you're not that girl.
As
Okay,
most gays do.
I will be quiet.
That's from Abby, aka Lil Webby.
Yeah, that's the nickname he done gave Abby, Lil Webby, y'all, Lil Webby. Okay, Belize, you still cutting up. Abby, she said, gather that reject middle school fashionista.
Listen.
Elton, you have the floor.
If you manufacture one more net shirt,
I keep trying to give you the floor. I keep trying to give you the floor.
I'm done with the net.
You designing jock straps, my nigga. Listen, we're not even going. Nope. Go ahead, El Teddy. Go on. I'm waiting for the video to come out.
Girl.
You have the floor.
First of all, dear God, do Jesus. Now, I don't see how all y'all came on here and was reading all these people. Y'all need to go off on that whore who wants to be both executive producer and cast member. Boo boo, you don't have the face for screen. You don't have the body for the screen. Stay executive producing, boo. Now, the cinematography is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. They got some now. Whoever's editing, whatever you're doing to executive produce, I'm okay with that. But boo boo, don't ever let nobody tell you that you should have been on screen. Maybe you should have paid Wiley. I'd rather see Wiley on the screen than something than see him on screen. The way he was falling out of that top. Did you see the way his hat was falling out of his stuff? And then you got your belly all out. Baby, you a whole 9.5 months pregnant. How you try? I thought it was like imitate. You know how you try to squeeze the toothpaste out of the tube? I thought it was like brown toothpaste trying to get squeezed out of the tube. And that goddamn he had on. The hell? I just was not here for this. Mine eyes have seen the glory, and it was not good. Okay, it was not good. Anyway, but baby,
Okay, El Teddy, can I say something? Just one thing. Because you know I love you like a fat kid loves cake.
Wait, let me finish.
Okay.
Now, I don't want to offend all of my people in the plus size community, but most of the people that I hang out with in the plus size community know how to dress. They know what works for them, and they know how to keep themselves together. That young man doesn't have a clue or a mirror. He doesn't have either a clue or a mirror. That's first of all. Can somebody get me a jackhammer? I just need a jackhammer or a chisel and a mallet to carve out those layers of makeup that King Kane got have on. Cause baby, he's doing my babe / Creasy realness with all that makeup that he got plastered on there. Baby, that's that Dookie Brown hue that I was telling y'all about, but this is the lighter shade. You know, when you have that lighter shade of Dookie Brown, it's got a little diuretic tone to it, a little diarrhea to it, a diarrhea taint to the hue that he got on. That's the second person. Other than that, child, I don't really get into his fashions because, baby, maybe that's all that he can afford, honey. He's on chasing the dollars, baby. He's getting what he can afford. And if fishnet is what he can afford, baby, let it mama girl take those good fishnet stockings from the dollar store, piece them together, and make his designs. Girl, he's creative, honey. Anyway. But y'all talked about his fashions. This Dior character is supposed to be a whole ass hairdresser, and y'all see them little puffs that he had in his head. Baby,
I will say they look nice to me on him. I couldn't do it. I don't know a couple of other people that could, but he looks pretty good to me. He's one of the better looking ones to me too.
Listen, Mama.
I think him and his kids definitely do be serving. I do.
But
not for Nikki, but for how they pull. But for how they pull it off.
Wait a minute.
I don't understand why Trey Howard.
Hold on, Abby. Hold on. What's wrong, Abby?
El Teddy, before we get there, can some El Teddy or Yes Big TV, can y'all explain to me what was happening with Trey Howard and that formation hat and that half a corset and that crop top that he had? What was that baby wearing?
I don't know. I don't even know why they introduced him because there were more people there, and I didn't understand why he was the only one that was
supposed to be a cast member. I think he's going to be a cast member later on. I think.
Is he?
Well, they should have introduced him in that. See, that's how we get messed up. If you don't introduce the characters, then
I don't know what was oozing out of there. I just seen something late.
We didn't really see them. But I mean, speaking of
don't matter. They look like a dual. What is that? A dually? The little things that go on the table?
Yeah, dolly kind of thing.
Yeah,
dollies. Or the little,
I might need to go back and look at it because
what they call the little things that the ladies put on their head at church.
I believe he's a stylist as well.
But my thing about it is this: we're talking about unimportant people. Every time they get to the Ariel O'Hara, I just fast forward. Like, why are you here?
I like Ariel. I like her.
I don't want her to be.
I like her.
So shady.
She's
no reason.
I like her.
It'll be better if she's a little bit
coping mechanism, or that's her guard that she puts up. But she's
Senior Birkenstock. Can somebody tell Senior Birkenstock, baby, you're not that cute, honey? Let me just say that to you, honey. This woman is.
Who is that?
Eddie Long.
Senior Birkenstock.
Oh,
Georgina, aka
somebody told him he's cute. I talked to a couple people, and he's a little challenged downstairs too. So from what I understand,
he looked like it.
Child, from what I understand, he's legendary for putting footprints on ceilings. And baby, he would not only puts footprints on ceilings, but he puts handprints on the bathroom stall wall, honey. I'm just telling you what I know. That's what the people told me. The people told me he puts footprints on ceilings and handprints on the wall of the bathroom stall.
Isn't Georgina a top?
Child, in her mind.
Top of the food chain.
Right. Top of the dick. Girl.
Yes, B. Hold on. Yes, B. So far, okay. How do you feel about the King Kane? Did you look at King Kane's review last week? The review he did, that 50-minute review he did?
I did finish it the other day. Yeah, I did.
So how do you feel about Kane and how he's carrying himself this season and kind of where he's coming, what he's doing?
I believe that the reason King Kane is coming off the way that he is in this season is because when you look at the new cast members outweigh number-wise the veterans from the first season.
That's true. Right.
So you're gonna when you don't have Tony Price, when you don't have Charles, when you don't have these other dominant, even Premier full-time,
Aubrey,
when you don't have these right. So when you don't have all these other people from that first season that came with you, it's easy to go ahead and claim that. How can I put it? Because in the way I see it, I don't really think that he's trying to come off as that girl. I think that with the gays, especially the ones in that particular career path, their sense of self is automatically inflated. And it's just going to translate 10 times fold over on camera.
Do you think that with the new cast, he's just trying to make sure he secure his spot?
I think that he's trying to exude being a veteran. And, a lot like when you go into a job, like we just talked about with seniority trumps everything.
Right.
So, but when you're not really all that sure, you got all these new characters around you, of course you have to put on this persona.
Yes.
That may come off a little weird sometimes. So I'm not gonna diss him too much on it, but I do see where everybody's coming from.
I personally like King. I don't think that he's the least like. I haven't seen it from season 1. Not coming. I didn't see season 1. I'm not going back to watch season 1. I don't have a problem if I'm just taking him based on what I've seen this season. Take it out of it. What came last season. I don't have a problem with him and the things that he said. I've been more on his side from what I've seen than the people who he's been going at this season, because I'm totally not on the George person's side.
But that's not my issue.
Well, let me say this. No, I'm sorry. Can I? Okay. Let me say this. Prior to today, before he came for Abby, let me preface what I'm going to say. This was before he came for Abby. I honestly was feeling the same way with El Teddy. It wasn't really bothering me. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when I listened to his review, he said that he was the last one to be signed on. And he started filming after the other people filmed. Now, we saw that scene at the tattoo parlor first, but they had already been filming going on. And what was getting back to him was that they were coming for him, that the new cast members were dogging him out. Every chance they got, they were throwing shade. They were talking about him, and that he was the main topic of conversation. And he was like, so when he got to the tattoo party, that was his first time filming. It gives us a different sense of how things happen, because that was the first scene that we saw with all of them together. However, they had been filming before, and his name was the topic. So I understand what you're saying, Abby. I do, but listening to his review and then watching, like, even with Ariel O'Hara, even with watching those other scenes where they were dogging him out before he even got there, I understand some of where his defense is coming from and saying now. I do think it's a little inflated, because you're right. He was not the focal point of last season. However, if everybody talking about me, they must feel like I was the focal point of last season if they can't keep my name out their mouth. But I do think that he's doing a lot. I ain't gonna lie, he's doing a lot. But again,
that wasn't even
that
wasn't even my argument. Him being right or wrong and all of the fool-la-la that's going on in the first 2 episodes that we've seen, that's not what my argument was.
Okay.
You on his review made a comment that he didn't see the first season. And so he's like, well, clearly King Kane is that girl and he's doing all this and whoop de whoop de woo, and he was the star of the show and blah, 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 blah. I said, no, he was not. That's all.
But I think Q know more than what Q's saying.
I reviewed the first season of the show. I've seen all the episodes. I've reviewed all of the episodes.
Right.
He was not the star of last season.
No, he wasn't. He definitely wasn't
at all.
He's creating this narrative and banking on the fact that people have not seen the first season,
right?
To run with it, so he then does become the star of this season. That's what I said. And if that's your strategy, cool. Take it and run with it. Do whatever, but don't act like those of us who've been here since day one is stupid when we call you on the fact that no, sir, you were not that bitch on the first season, and then you want to come at me like I said something wrong. No, my nigga, I was there. I saw you, my nigga. What you talking about? That's not how it works.
Right.
Well, the one I want
to talk about Trump your way into being the star of this fucking season, bitch. That's not how. We were here. We've been here. We've seen you. We know what we talk about. My nigga, that's not what it was. Now, if that's what you wanted to be from here on out, then you keep up with the fool la la and you're going to be the star of this season. But please don't act like this is what you've been doing this whole time. No, sir.
I don't believe there is a star, though, because if you look at season 1, season 2, even with Chasing Atlanta's franchise, there's not just one person that you lean toward, at least for me, because I look at them, they all, in my opinion, get equal amount of exposure. And and when you all carry on the same personality, it's kind of hard to isolate y'all, you know?
Well, I always defended like on Chasing Atlanta, in my mind, the two biggest breakout stars are Lauren England and Oliver. But
I love Oliver. Oliver.
Yeah, I love Oliver too. And the thing with Oliver was, it wasn't that he tried to be the breakout star. Like he said, I was the only one that had shit going on. And when I had events, I would send it to production and they would show up. So when it came down to it, they had more footage on me than anybody else. Like even that whole trip to Florida was because he had a show in Miami and they made it a group trip. So, it's one of those things where, again, I he done came for Ebby now, so that's a whole nother story. But I see people in the chat saying he did what? All I'm gonna say is, he took what's the word I'm looking for?
He took umbrage at my comment.
Abby's comment.
He was offended by my comment. Once again,
I am offended that Really B said that I was harsh at people, and there are people on this panel that are going in on the cast members more than I could have dreamed of going in. Just because I said that Reese G is always double parked and he's always a lifetime one, that I was going in on him. I was kind of upset that he invited that man to
community, and it feels like you talk about us too.
No, it wasn't even about him being big. It was about him inviting Dior to this man's party, and this is not your party to be inviting people to. This is not.
But
invite somebody over.
But in Abby's situation, Abby was responding to something. You were just being mean.
Wait, what? I am not mean. I make observations, but I am not mean.
Oh, that's not?
I am observant.
Self-assessment, beloved.
I
agree, Elton.
am observant.
I love you. You are.
Thank you, BB Nice. Thank you. I'm sure yes, bitch will agree with me and Abby. I'm just observant.
I don't know.
You are very observant. You're also mean. I don't. The two things can be true at the same time.
I was gonna say 2 things can be true at the same time because we love you, but you are mean.
The chat seems to agree with me that was not me.
The chat just likes you. Anyway, moving on.
You that.
Anyway, yes, B. I know you can't. I know you have. You have to get ready to get yourself together for work. But anything else that's sticking out to you? I mean, it's only been 2 episodes, but anything else that
I really
see?
I want to answer the question about Rock because a lot of people had questions about Rock. They were not familiar with him.
Yeah, they do want to. Yeah, so the 2 of y'all
Well,
can you answer my question? How were you a cop, a porn star, and a presidential candidate? Go.
I'm just saying.
Okay,
Go.
first of all,
he looked like he got fired from all 3.
Rock goes back to now. If they had got Rock on the show 15 years ago, they would have probably got a lot of views because that's when he was big and hot in porn. He was slimmer back then. Now he got a dad bod. You know, he was slimmer back then. Now the meat is still there. The meat, I mean, he do got like, it's a lot going on. But he's real short though. He's like 5'5" or 5'6". He's real short though. I mean, shorter than me. I'm only 5'9", and he's shorter than me. But he always had a real nice muscular frame. Anyway, he started off in Coco Dorm. He then went and tried to do his own thing. He came back and had his own. Now he has his own website called Rock Boys that's through Flavorworks, who also does Coco Dorm. Anyway, he was.
What's Coco?
I don't know any validity to him being a real police officer. When he first came into porn, that was the story that was being given. Nobody really had any receipts, and so I didn't know whether or not he was. There was times where he was working. If you know anything about Coco Dorm back in the day, those guys actually lived in that house in Miami, and they would have what they called a dorm dad, or the guy who kind of managed them and supervised all of the that were there. He did that for a while, for a couple of years too. But now the whole thing about him running for president, Child, I think that's just his next scene in a porn scene. That's just his next, persona in a porn scene. But him running for president, girl, you ain't got enough money to
run to the store. Okay.
No.
No. But now Rock on screen, I'm just gonna put up on screen, is a top on screen. He's never got bottom. On screen, I'm going to keep saying on screen, but he is on screen because he got a lot going on, and so it makes sense.
Okay, so yes, B, you had a little something to say.
Child, this freaking Wi-Fi.
We got you. Can you see it? Hold up. Oop, yep. I think you froze up again. Okay, I think you froze up on us again. But yeah, I don't know none of what you just spoke of. I don't know what Coco Chanel is. I don't know what that is you were just talking about. I don't know
nothing about none of that either.
I don't. You gave us a whole dissertation on gay porn, and I was like,
no, people wanted to know who he was and why.
No, it was a good answer. I'm just saying you lost me somewhere.
I think
you lost me.
I think the purpose of Reese G bringing him on was because he is well known.
I guess to pay homage.
But or to get some eyes, I guess to have him on there, people say the gay community knows who he is. Like, who Rock is. You can't be like, oh, I'm getting, who he is. Stop playing. Now, you all ladies would not know who he is.
I was going to say, I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
I know who he is.
But yeah, he's very well known. Very well known.
Well, clearly, because all of the reviews that I watched of gay men, they was all on it. They was like, oh, Rock. So clearly, it's a gay thing I wouldn't understand. I don't know. Okay, well, Mercedes asked a good question. What do y'all think the history is between Markel and Rock? Is that storyline, or do you think there's really a little something?
I think Markel is lying. I totally think Markel is lying and making it up. Markel doesn't really have a storyline. Markel is probably on the bottom of the totem pole in terms of likability, except for the little Carrie D guy who's supposedly a singer and is never on radio.
I like Carrie D.
I feel like Markel wants to be important.
Sorry, guys.
Like George, Trey, Reese G, and them. And if he attaches himself to Rock, that will give him some credibility. So he's clout chasing.
Mhm.
I think he might have gotten banged in the back of a sex party by Rock. But the fact that you try to say that y'all had a relationship just because he dug you out in a black out room where he couldn't see your face or see who you was, and now all of a sudden that's a relationship, girl, you're reaching. But he
serving glory hole tea.
and that's the
I'm
storyline.
gonna put my earrings on because this is not my fight.
Child, that was he saw him in the glory. You're right, Jasby. They met in the glory hole. And that's their relationship.
Markel is not the easiest to look at, honey.
He's not. He is not.
Oh, y'all.
He is not at all. He is not. He's not.
Y'all know I like Markel. Y'all know that's my boo. But I don't like the shade this season. I don't like the shade he throwing this season. I really don't. But that's my boo. But
that movie he made, I told y'all, made Tyler Perry looking like Martin Scorsese and Steven Spielberg. Child, baby, girl.
Yes, like, what did you want to add about Rock? Because you froze up. Did you want to add anything about Rock?
President thing, please, like, girl, anybody's alive. Maybe in another life when we're all dead, after we dead and God, Jesus Christ, and had our 1,000 years of peace, girl. Where you can be sitting next to a lion, eat that bitch, like, yeah. I mean, I don't see for him, but you know, hey, we all have a dream, honey. Yes, we can.
They 15 years behind trying to get Rock on for it to be.
Yeah. I didn't know he was officer. I didn't know that him. I just knew that he had beaten the girls with a nightstick in other ways. Okay. Police brutality on that.
I hear it's a nice stick now. I do hear that it's a nice piece now. Everybody was consistent on that. Everybody was consistent on that.
Yeah.
Glory to God, honey.
It's real thick now.
In the words of El Teddy, Shondo.
Shondo. Nah, girl. That's one thing you can't deny. He a little short or something. But baby, he pulled out that third leg, baby. Ooh,
yes.
Ooh,
like I said in my
last question, and then we're gonna get ready to wrap it up. We might come back to a little.
Like I said in my.
Huh?
Okay.
Your I'm about to say your situation giving you fits tonight, boo.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
But for those of us who look at Atlanta and Dallas, who do we prefer, Atlanta or Dallas?
Atlanta.
I
don't know those people.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Atlanta. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, but my
is always going back to
this season. I don't know. It may change because it's still early in season 2, and Atlanta has had 3 seasons. So because the first season of Chasing Atlanta was.
Now, if they sneak Gardini up on there.
Oh God!
Who is this Gardini?
I don't really see what fit in though. I don't really see what Gardini fit in.
Is the Gardini person in Chasing Atlanta? Because I don't know.
Yeah, he's in Chasing Atlanta.
Yeah.
I know Oliver is going to be on at least one episode because when T.S. Madison, the episode that has T.S. Madison, Oliver was there. So I know Oliver is going to make an appearance. I don't know if Gardini actually makes an appearance or not, but I know Oliver does.
Oliver too. Either one might spoof it up a little bit, but I still like Atlanta better.
Yeah, Gardini messy as hell, but I love Gardini.
I love me some Gardini.
He's so messy. Oh, he's so messy. All right, you guys. So look, this was getting ready to happen because really B, Lord, that's me. Yes, B has to get ready to go to work. We thank you again for giving us a little bit of your time on a Friday night before you got to go burn that midnight oil. We're gonna shut it down, but we may come back, you guys, and just hang out for a little while, talk some shit. I don't know what everybody got going on. But thank you guys for hanging with us. Thank you, Belize, for the super chat, baby.
Having me on.
And let me get this comment down. Let me take this comment down. If you guys are not subscribed to everybody on this screen, please make sure y'all go and subscribe. Everybody has their names up there. It's spelled like that for their channel. Y'all know we still trying to get Ebby to her 1,000. She's over 400 now, you guys. I think when we started, when we first started 4,000, Ebby, what were you, like at 100 or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
So we getting there, y'all. We getting there. So we still pushing for Ebby to get to her 1,000. So we're at for like 427, I think I saw earlier today when I was on your channel. We got BB Nice. I think we might have to get BB Nice into these reviews, honey, because she watches all the shows.
Right. I do.
But BB Nice does a lot of spiritual. She did a really nice video today about some of the mess has taken place over the last 24 hours. She's given a very good point of view that you guys may want to go check out. Yes, BTV, he does reviews. He also does political commentary. He talks a little celebrity news as well. So you guys definitely check him out. Make sure y'all hit the notification bell on all of us so that y'all know when we got something new going on. Now, y'all, and of course, y'all know El Teddy, he does reviews. Now, El Teddy, you guys have started doing The Circle, which comes on Netflix. And I'm going to get caught up on The Circle this weekend so that I can participate in the conversations, because I don't know what the hell y'all talking about when they talk about The Circle. But if you guys haven't started watching The Circle on Netflix, go check it out.
3 and 4 in one review. I did episodes 3 and 4. So
I saw it pop up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, go check it out, you guys.
I'm also this weekend going to watch and review the Aaron Hernandez documentary.
Yes,
I really
I plan on watching that.
Actually,
is that a repeat?
Huh?
Is that a repeat? Because I seen one already.
Yeah, they made other ones, but this is the new one on Netflix, like a 3-part.
I'm actually going to. I have a couple friends of mine who actually went to UF with Aaron Hernandez, who were like close with him. That I'm going to be getting some inside information with as well. I already have a lot of inside information from them, but after watching the documentary, I want to compare what they know to be real and true from being actual friends with him to what is actually said in the documentary. So I'm kind of excited about doing that this week. Y'all know I'll be live in the morning for Silly Saturday.
All right. Can everybody drop a hey or hello, everybody that's on the panel, so that people can just click the link from your name to your channel. So just drop a hey, how you doing, or something like that. Because especially Yes B, if you don't put the right amount of S's or whatever in yours, it don't come up. So y'all drop it in so everybody can just hit the link and just go straight to your channel. And y'all know y'all can always, share videos. Y'all know, make sure y'all comment on all the videos as well. Good, we appreciate all the comments, whether you like it or you don't. We take the criticism as well as everything else. I haven't talked to El Teddy about this yet, but maybe sometime between now and Monday. He was out of town last weekend. So sometime between now and Monday, El Teddy and I are going to try to come to you guys on the Teacher Project channel and give you guys a little something. He's been busy. I've been busy. So we haven't hashed it out, but we're going to talk offline and try to get something up there this weekend on the channel. Whether it's a live or maybe a pre-recorded video, depending on everybody's timeline this weekend. But we definitely going to try to get something over there this weekend. And, it sounds corny, you guys, but, Monday is, it's not just a day off of work. It is a celebration of Martin Luther King Jr., and it is a day of service. So, find something to do, somewhere to go to serve. And El Teddy, we're not talking about another man, okay? We're not talking about another man.
I got a whole boyfriend over here, okay? A whole boyfriend.
We know, and servicing him don't count as your day of service.
Oh, I'll be servicing at my job because it's not a holiday that we get off.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry, boo. Well, I'll be working with my organization that I'm a member of, and we'll be doing some community service on Monday as well. But thank you guys. I appreciate everybody for being here. BB Nice, thank you for reaching out to me. I'm happy to have you.
Thank you guys for having me. Y'all are my favorite crew, so I thank you so much. I really do.
And I saw Jaded in here earlier. I sent him the link, even though I don't think he watched any of these shows. But I sent him the link to hang out. So Jaded, if you still up, if you have time to get into hair and makeup and you want to come on here if we come back, I'm just giving you time because Jaded is the diva of the group. He needs about an hour.
Okay.
Push-ups. Right. He's got to get himself together.
Makeup.
Right.
All right, guys.
He got to get the cat. He got to get the cat out the way. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
I'm gonna catch up with you guys later. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you guys so much for having me.